Amazingly, Thistle arrived at Broadwood having lost in their last 5 visits to the stadium, and despite the odds looking to be in the visitors' favour beforehand, Clyde showed that a summer of rebuilding has been done with some pretty decent cement. That flying header from Jamie Mitchell, though, might have changed the game. Well, Thistle continued to dominate the early exchanges, but they couldn't score. At least 4 chances fell to Mitchell, but it stayed 0-0. Well, Clyde eventually settled well enough to create some chances, and Gary Arbuckle played a delightful 1-2 here before finding Kenny Arthur was up to the save. Arthur, though, claiming it should have been a goal kick. Arbuckle again involved in the move, which led to Clyde's opening goal. The initial incision was quickly stitched up by the Thistle defence, but Clyde cut in again, and the finish from Harty was pretty clinical. Delight for the Clyde support. At first glance, though, he did look well offside, but the linesman had a very good view of it, and it seems a Thistle defender may well have stepped out just a little too late. Well, goal number 2 came courtesy of Thistle's ex-Clyde man, Lee Hinds. He turned a Jags attack into a Clyde one with a misplaced pass from Clyde's 18-yard box. And some great interplay up front with Wilford, Harty and eventually Jimmy Gibson led to goal number 2. Again, just a hint of offside here, but the goal stood and Clyde were well on top at half-time. Well, Bryn Halliwell was called into action 15 minutes after the restart, and the keeper did well to keep Willie Gibson's effort out. Next up, Thistle go down to 10 men. Referee Kevin Toner calls for a foul. Andy Dowie still complaining. He gets a yellow card and then a red. Defender certainly not agreeing, and his continued protestations led to that second yellow and red card. No new fourth stand, by the way, at Broadwood. Well, 10-man Jags were to get a goal back. Good stuff here on the build-up to the strike. But Clyde skipper John Potter not happy with his defensive contribution here, as Juan Escalas gets the Jags back into the match with an ultra-cool finish. Potter seems to stand on the ball. Halliwell resists the temptation to bring the Spaniard down, and just a goal in it with 10 minutes to go. Well, both sides were reduced to 10 men when Clyde's Jimmy Gibson was given a second yellow for this foul. But as far as Clyde were concerned, the match was won. 3 points to the Bully Wee.
I think that'd be difficult, you know, one game at a time. We'll get 3 points on the board. My ambition is to get as many points on the board as possible and see where we finish from then.
Today was a good wake-up call to the players that have been here before with us. It just shows how tough a league it is to get out of, and it's going to be a long, hard season for us if we are going to achieve our aim of getting back up to the SPL.
The number of people who said to me last week that Clyde would struggle.
Yeah, well, that's right, and I think that was down to the fact that Billy had lost so many first choice picks last year. 6 or 7 had left, but he's done a remarkable job in the summer there, and all credit to him. That was a terrific result. And
possibly a key thing, Owen, Ian Harty choosing to stay despite several very good offers from elsewhere, and he scored the first goal.
Well, that's right, and it was a great finish. He showed a lot of composure. Kenny Arthur, you know, you see him actually when it eventually comes out. It's played out. You think Thistle think they've cleared their lines.
Yeah.
It's not a great clearance. Clever ball played back in. There's somebody at a Thistle player running the right back position, but great composure, and he's put it right in the corner. And he's going to be a very important player to him. I think he was the division top scorer last season, and he'll be looking to emulate that again.
And we should point out, Owen, that the linesman is down here on the right-hand side, so he's probably right.
Well, that's right. You actually see the Thistle defender in the right back position running out quite late. So, you know, this one, I think, the second one's more dubious. I think this could have been offside, and that's a big goal in the game to give you a 2-goal advantage.
He's given the striker the benefit of the doubt, which you would be pleased about.
Yeah, but if you're a perfect Thistle management team, you're not. Yeah, well, as a striker, from a striker's point of view, you're delighted when those things go for you. But he did seem to appear offside there.
Thistle did get a goal back, which is something for them, and it was nicely worked, even though John Potter will be disappointed the way he handled it.
Yeah, I think they passed the ball well, but John Potter will be disappointed in himself. He tries to get back to it, but as I said, it's good composure from the lad, and it gets Thistle back in the game.
And bad news for you is that Thistle are wounded ahead of your trip to Firhill next Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. And the one thing about Firhill is there's always a tremendous atmosphere with the games regarding Partick Thistle, and it was the old Airdrieonians, so I expect that to be quite spicy.
OK, Owen, thanks very much indeed.